Sagittarius, welcome to your you versus them. Happy full moon in Sagittarius. I'm recording this under the full moon in Sag, so hoping that will bring extra good vibes to your reading. I hope you're all doing well. We're going to look at your energy, your person's energy, and the energy between you. And at the end, I'm going to pull you an oracle. I don't remember what we're pulling from right now, but we'll figure it out when we get there. So let's get into it. For Sagittarius spirit, what do you have? The King of Cups. I'm going to keep it on the side. What do you have for Sagittarius, for their person, and the energy between them? Can you show me Sagittarius's energy? Okay, we have the High Priestess, Pisces energy, and the Emperor, Aries energy. That's very interesting, Sagittarius, because when I was coming into your reading, I kind of laughed because I couldn't really choose, like I didn't know if I wanted coffee or water. And I stopped and I kind of laughed and I was like, well, maybe Sagittarius has a choice between another fire sign, which would be coffee for me. For sure, Aries makes complete sense. Or a water sign, which would be Pisces. I grabbed both, so I can't help you out with making that choice. I took both with me. So let's see what your person's energy is. Can you show me the energy of Sagittarius? No, that's too many cards. Show me Sagittarius's person, please. What's the energy of Sagittarius's person? One card, please. Okay, it's one card. And it is the Seven of Swords. But it came out sideways, so I'm going to take it that way for now. Show me the energy between Sagittarius and their person. Seven of Pentacles. Okay, this is almost identical to Aquarius's reading, which is in itself fascinating to me, Sagittarius, because as I was coaching myself, right, hyping myself up to do this reading, I kept saying Aquarius instead of Sagittarius, and I figured it was just my little brain messing it up, right? Sagittarius, Aquarius, like, right? But maybe you're dealing with an Aquarius as well. So we already have Aries, Pisces, and Aquarius, which is also interesting because they go in order. Aquarius, Pisces, Aries. Okay, I'm going off the rails. Under the deck, we have the Lovers. Yeah, you very well might have a choice between two different people. And I don't know what their signs are yet. We do have the King of Cups, so, I mean, he is your best guidance. Follow your heart. Follow the path that makes you feel safe, secure, stabilized, that feels like home to you. And that's the end of the reading. Just kidding. We're going to clarify now. And I'm going to get some more information here. Can you tell me, Spirit, why did the King of Cups come out? First of all, what's the King of Cups about? What do we need to know about this King of Cups that you wanted to show me? Why? Judgment. Okay, yeah. I think you have a decision to make. King of Cups could be someone from the past or someone that wants to reignite things with you. Maybe that is throwing a wrench in your plans. Okay, we're going to see. I'm very much getting a reevaluation vibe, like that you're going to have to make a decision here about what's worth it, what feels right. I can't tell you, but we'll see. clarify the Emperor and the High Priestess. Now this is your energy. So Emperor, Two of Cups. Yeah. One more. Oh no. Okay. What do we got? The Six of Swords came out in Aquarius's reading too, I think. Bottom of the deck, Three of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you got yourself into a decision here. Could be something else, but I'm not really picking it up right now. If you don't have anybody, okay, if you don't have anybody, then I definitely think this is good news for that. I think that there's someone here who wants to communicate with you, to get in alignment with you, to, I mean, possibly this could be like some weird psychic communication or an intuition that you're picking up on, okay? And once again, we have the Emperor. But to me, the overwhelming sense that I get from this is that this is calling you to tap into your intuition, for you to have some sort of control or authority here about what it is that you desire, what it is that is going to be aligned with your higher self. I feel like the pile over here representing you is mostly about the internal task at hand for you. What makes you feel, how do I even describe what I'm getting off of this card? Off the Six of Swords right now, I'm getting this feeling of like relief. I don't know if any of you get headaches. Maybe this has some relevance, so I'm just going to say it because it's coming to me. Like when you get a headache and it's really bad and you can't get rid of it, those are the only kind of headaches I get. And it's like, finally, typically it's when I break down and take some kind of painkiller. Finally, it goes away. And it's like this relief, like the sun is shining again, like everything, you know, you can hear the birds singing. It's like this release. And you just feel this huge sense of relief. That is what I'm getting off of this card. I don't know if that makes any sense, but yes, something to do with release, euphoria. There's something about that here. And I think that the High Priestess is kind of speaking to that too. There's something here that really taps into your desires. Someone, I feel. And if you're not aware of who that is, I feel like you could be becoming aware, all right? So these two cards together, once again, just to go over in case I didn't say this, because I don't really know what I'm saying right now, represent having control over your intuition, over your desires, and being the authority on those, not letting anyone else sway you, okay? That's kind of what I'm getting here, is that this, whatever this is, you need to decide. Don't let anyone else manipulate you or twist your mind or play with your emotions. This is your choice. I feel like it's a choice. Maybe we'll come back to that in a minute. Let's clarify your person. Why is this person coming out with the Seven of Swords? Well, we're getting the Empress coming out reversed. One more. One more for this Seven of Swords person. The Knight of Cups. Yeah, I feel like this... Okay. Bottom of the deck, Three of Wands. This could be someone at a distance. There's a lot of desire here. There's a lot of desire and longing here, potentially. I feel like you're getting a confession. And that's what I initially thought when I saw the Seven of Swords coming out sideways. Seven of Swords reversed for me, which I feel like this is supposed to be, is some sort of confession. Many times, okay? It's also symbolic of somebody who's not playing games anymore, but potentially was in the past, okay? This could have been somebody in the past who came off as sneaky, who came off as deceitful, who was a cheater or kind of seemed like a cheater, who had that energy. And I think what they want to confess here is that they know that they failed to nurture the connection. They failed to give the connection what it needed and what they knew it needed, possibly because they were not able to show up in their full capacity, okay? So I do think this could be like a missed opportunity, and this person could be expressing their emotions, confessing their truth to you. Point blank, that's what I think is going on here. And between you, we have the Seven of Pentacles, because this is something you're going to have to think about. This is going to take some reflection on your part and some very strong self-control and willpower and discernment. Big boss energy, okay, with the Emperor and the High Priestess. It's going to take a lot from you to really dig deep and to really be, I don't know, strong and brave. I don't know, because I do think some of you are attached already. Let's see the Seven of Pentacles. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here between these two? Magician. One more. Five of Pentacles, yeah. And the Page of Cups. Knight of Pentacles and the Lovers. To me, this implies like a long time coming. It's like the stars are aligning and it's taken a long time for things to align. Yes, Eight of Pentacles. A lot of work went into this on your part, their part, or both of your parts. Five of Pentacles, yeah. So I do think there was a breakup here in the past. I do think that somebody abandoned this connection. For whatever reason, like I said, I think some of you are with somebody else, not this person, but Spirit wants to talk about this person for some reason, okay? And we do have the Lovers coming out twice at the bottom of the deck. So I do think this could be very important. I do think it could be very profound. I would never encourage you to cheat on anyone, Sagittarius, but I'm getting the potential for that. For some of you, okay, that's at your discretion. Of course, that's your decision. But that's the vibe I'm getting here. I'm getting the vibe of someone who, if they came back and told you everything that you wanted to hear, that you needed to hear, that they would tempt you to stray. If you know who that is, I think that's who I'm talking about here. So there is some pain and heartache and some wounds here in the past that you both might be reflecting on, have reflected on. And exactly, Page of Cups, Magician. Somebody wants a new beginning. Somebody wants to start over. Somebody thinks that their apology is enough to buy them a new beginning with you. And I don't know if that's true. I think the decision is yours. I do feel a strong pull here, though. I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of desire. There's a lot of passion. And I do think this could be a legitimate soulmate, but not without some previous heartache and troubles in the past. And I mean, I don't necessarily want to advocate for this person, but I do think that it had to do with them having a sense of lack, them feeling like they were not enough, that they couldn't give enough to you, to the connection. Okay, I mean, relationships are work, right? That's why I stay out of them. They are work, and there are not a lot of people, there are not, endless amounts of people that are worth it. There just are not. So I think this person knew that it was worth it, but knew that what it was going to take from them and didn't have it. Okay, once again, I'm not trying to advocate for them. I just don't know what to say about you, because I feel like I already said it. Like, this is a decision, something that you have to think about. And you're going to have to follow your heart and your intuition and have a real long, heavy conversation with your higher self, okay? Of whether or not this person's your soulmate, whether somebody else is your soulmate. Definitely think there's a choice here for most of you. And you're going to have to make the judgment call. What feels like home? What feels stable and safe and warm and comforting? Okay? I feel like those are important questions to ask yourself. That's why I'm asking you right now to contemplate them. Let's get you an oracle card. Okay, we're pulling from the Enchanted Map in honor of the Sagittarius blue moon. It is a blue moon, by the way. There were 2 full moons in the month of May, and this was the blue one. So yes, in honor of Sagittarius, since you are the traveler, what can we tell Sagittarius about this reading, Spirit? Specific guidance, please. What do they need to know? Into the unknown. Yeah. Well, I did just see the wishing well. I lost it. And metamorphosis at the bottom of the deck. I think that is exactly what some of you have asked for, have manifested, for this person to change and come back. And be careful what you wish for, because I think if that's the case, that's what's happening. Into the unknown. I'm also feeling this energy. Trust, and all will be revealed. Life is an adventure, and often new opportunities will arise that you won't know how to deal with. This is one of those times. You're required to trust that this new phase will reveal wonders and miracles as you step into unknown territory. Imagine that you are not only a pathfinder, but a path maker. Whatever your inquiry, trust that you'll be safe. Stay aware as you discover new and marvelous territories and valuable treasures. That doesn't give me a whole lot of information to go on, Sagittarius, but I hope that this is guiding you in some way. Trust yourself. I will see you next time.